Welcome back, students. So now instead of looking at a ordered pair and writing, uh, and placing it on the coordinate plane, you are going to be looking at the coordinate plane and writing down what the ordered pair is. So they'll tell you the point right there, and you're going to locate it over here on the graph, find the matching letter. And in order to determine what your ordered pair is, right? You can sort of fill it in. It's going to have the parentheses and it's going to have a comma there. Remember, we're always going to do the X location first. So A, when I'm looking at the X number line, I'm going to kind of, with my eyeball, I'm going to look down at where does A fall along the X number line? It's right here. So what number is that? Counting from 0, my origin, it's -1, -2, -3. This is -4. So -4 is the first part of my ordered pair. That's my X coordinate. Now, what can I say about the Y number line? So here, remember my origin. All right, for the Y number line, you're going to take your eyeball and you're going to measure and see where is this on my Y number line, and I'm going to have to count. This origin is where 0 is, so this is going to be going up, so these are positive numbers for Y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's at 7 on my Y number line. So that's my ordered pair, -4, 7. Its location, remember they're asking you about what quadrant it is in when they ask for the location, and it's in quadrant 2. Next point. Take a look down here at B. Okay. Remember, your ordered pair is going to be, you're going to have your X value and then a comma and then your Y value, and you have parentheses around them. So looking at B, let's figure out where it is along the X number line. So with your eyeball, you sort of measure. Okay, I'm right there on my X number line, and that is at, let's see, this is in the 0, 0. So -1, -2, this is -3 along my X number line. And now let's take a look at B and see where it falls along the Y number line. It hits right here. And so this is, if this is 0 at my origin, then this one is down my number line, so it's -1. And then this is in quadrant 3. Looking at point C, it's right here. We are going to use our eyeball and kind of trace down and see it's right here on my X number line. You're going to have to count out. 0 is my origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is at 6. So the first part, my X coordinate is 6. And for the Y number line, use your eye and kind of trace along, or if you have to, you can use little marks, but it makes your graph really messy after a while. So I trace along the line until I can get to my Y number line, and I see that this, if this is 0, then this must be +1 on my Y number line. And that means C is in quadrant 1. Okay. D is here. It is sitting on the Y number line. Row. So thinking about where is this along my X number line, if you're tracing back with your eyes, I kind of do it off to the side a little here. Whoa, it's at the origin. It's at 0 on the X number line. So its first part of its coordinate point is 0. Then we're going to measure where it is on the Y number line. And on the Y number line, we're tracing we don't have to trace back to the Y number line. We are on the Y number line, so let's just count along it. If this is my origin 0, this is -1, -2, -3, -4. It's at -5 on the Y number line. And so its location is the y-axis. And you can always double check up here where we wrote in the previous video that if you have a ordered pair that has a 0 for the x value, it means it sits on the y-axis, and that will help you understand that you did it correctly. Okay. And I've already done one of that. Which quadrant am I missing? I'm missing quadrant 4. So I'm going to do F. Okay, I'm skipping to F. So let's look at F. I'm going to figure out where, not E, F. I'm going to figure out where it sits along the x-axis first because I need an x value. So I kind of trace back with my eyes, trace it back to the x number line, and it's right here on the x number line. So that's 1, this is 2 on my number line. So I'll write a 2 there. And then for my y number line, okay, I need to sort of trace out to the y number line and see where it hits. Okay, this is -1, this would be -2. And that puts me in quadrant 4. And I want to make sure that we do one that sits on the x-axis. So let's take a look at J. J is not very far away, is he? All right, so for J, way down here, when I look to see where he's located along for the x coordinate, right? That's what I'm trying to measure where he's at along the x-axis. He's sitting on the x-axis, honestly. So it's really easy to see that he's 1 to the left of 0. So that's -1 along the x-axis. He's already there. But where is he along the y-axis? Well, you still have to trace back. And when you trace back, you're like, I'm like right here again. Where do I hit it when I hit the y-axis? When I trace back, I'm at 0 on the y-axis. So this is 0. So that's the point -1, 0. It means he's on -1 on the x number line, but he's 0. I always think of my y-axis as my height, right? He's got a height of 0. He's just sitting on the x-axis. So this location is the x-axis.